for his brother Percy, better known as Master P. The loss was a devastating turning point. In the wake of Kevin's death, Master P's grief became a driving force in his life.
I couldn't believe that my brother would... Everything stopped, man. My world was crushed. It just ripped something out my heart, man.
Reflecting on tragedy, Master P had said, "When my brother got hit, I had to change my life. I had to do something different to get my family out of the ghetto." Kevin's passing ignited a
Facts, bro. All the jits, all the young kings, listen to this, man. This is what I be saying when I be reacting to things like this. Like, this the first one that I done heard somebody say, okay, my brother died. I ain't trying to slide. You feel me? Now, if I catch him, I catch him. But I ain't looking for him. I ain't trying to hunt him. I ain't trying to do none of that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shine. YouTube. Mob, what's popping, man? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to King Don Reacts 2, man. We back with some crazy content, man. Y'all know how we get down. I go by King Don. Y'all make sure y'all rocking out with me, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. You feel me? Like the video. Things of that nature, man. So, y'all know how we get down on the channel, man. I tell y'all, send me these videos. Y'all send them to me. We react to them, and we basically just get into it, how we really feel about it. So tonight, man, we talking about Master P's brother, Kevin Miller. Now, me personally, I've heard the Kevin Miller stories, but I've never really looked at a documentary or watched anybody just break it down of how Kevin Miller was actually, you know what I'm saying, unalived, and what he actually meant to Master P and his brother. So that's what we're gonna get into tonight, man. The whole orchestrated hit of Master P's brother Kevin Miller. Shout out to Dose of Mystery, man. Shout out to the subscriber who sent this right here. If you want me to react to anything like this, you know what I'm saying, that's how we get down on this channel. Then y'all know you gotta DM me at KingDon_7 or King Don Reacts on the gram. You feel me? So we just gonna get right into it, gang. Y'all make sure though, man. Make sure y'all tapping in though.
September 26, 1990, authorities found Kevin Miller's body right off the interstate I-10.
Kevin would have been in No Limit. It would have been a different No Limit.
I don't think we would have made it if he wouldn't have passed away.
The morning of September 14th, 1990, began like any other for 22-year-old Kevin Miller. That day in New Orleans, he found himself in the company of two friends. The three were traveling together in a vehicle, their exact destination unknown. But what started as a routine drive took a terminal turn. Inside the car, a heated argument erupted between Kevin and one of the passengers. What sparked the confrontation remains unclear. But the tension quickly escalated beyond control. In a shocking act of retaliation, one of the men in the back seat pulled a firearm and shot Kevin multiple times, striking him in the head and back. The scene turned grim as Kevin's lifeless body was left in the hands of his killers. Panicked and desperate to cover their tracks, they disposed of Kevin's body along the roadside near an Interstate 10 exit in St. John, the Baptist parish. With the body abandoned and in the shadows of a quiet highway, it would take days before the truth surfaced.
Do you feel like he'd be proud of where you guys are at now?
Yeah, that was our motivation, man, for a while. It was like...
That boy Silk the Shocker. I ain't gonna even count with y'all. Silk was like one of my favorite No Limit guys, man. But when I got older and I started listening to Silk, like, Silk really couldn't rap like that. You feel me? But back then, though, he was that guy. You did.
Kev was a real good, solid dude, too, man. Like, as a big brother, wasn't nothing he wouldn't do. He'll try his best to... I said, I need this jacket. He'll go get it.
Born in 1968 to Josie and Percy Miller Sr., Kevin's early years were marked by deprivation. Basic necessities were often out of reach. Yet the family found strength in each other. In the heart of the...
EVE Online on Mac immerses you in a universe with thousands of star systems like never before.
The Callio Projects, a place defined by poverty and harsh realities, the Miller family forged a narrative of resilience and heartbreak. For Kevin Miller, the second eldest of 5 siblings, life was a balancing act between the harsh realities of their environment and the enduring love of his family. Alongside Percy, Jermaine, Corey, and Vashon, Kevin grew up navigating the challenges of their neighborhood with a bond that was unyielding as their circumstances were unforgiving. Despite the challenges surrounding him, Kevin was known for his resilience and unwavering commitment to his family.
He kind of looked like P too. A little bit. He looked more like C Murder. I bet they just sit back and think like, what if he would have made it out with him? You feel me? But a lot of times, like when you go through something like that, bro, it be like a driving force for you. You feel like you gotta make it. So it's like a good and a bad. Yeah, but who he look like more to y'all? Like comment down below. He kind of look like P, but then he look like C Murder too.
Serious person. He had jokes. You know what I'm saying? He was pretty much, I would say, P's, they about a year apart. You know what I'm saying? So he was P's, other side. You see what I'm saying? This dude had a savvy about him. He had a charisma about him.
As one of the oldest brothers, Kevin played a pivotal role in supporting his siblings after their parents divorced. Among those siblings were Corey and Vashon, who would later become known as C Murder and Silk the Shocker, as well as Percy Miller, who would
free C Murder, man. C Murder innocent, locked down for nothing. Free him.
rise to international fame as Master P. In an environment where opportunities were scarce, Kevin remained a steady presence, embodying the hope and determination that the family so desperately needed. Kevin grew up immersed in the camaraderie of the Callio Projects. His childhood was filled with basketball games, laughter, and the pull of the streets. Despite the odds stacked against him, Kevin's charisma and street smarts set him apart. He became a part of a neighborhood group known as Tuesday Crew, earning a reputation as a sharp thinker and a magnetic personality. For Kevin Miller, the streets of New Orleans were both a proving ground and a trap. From an early age, Kevin became deeply entrenched in street life, earning a reputation as the most street savvy of the Miller brothers. While his siblings pursued their own path, Kevin carried himself with a demeanor that demanded respect, a demeanor that people in the Callio Projects knew all too well. He was known to handle himself like a true gangster, someone who moved with confidence and was never to be underestimated. Kevin and his peers started small, breaking into cars and stealing, actions that marked their initiation into a world where survival often depended on bending the rules. Over time, Kevin's reputation in the streets grew. He wasn't known for catching bodies or being tough in the streets, but there was an unspoken understanding. Kevin Miller was not someone to play with. In the months leading up to Kevin Miller's passing, life for the Miller brothers was taking different turns. Master P and Silk the Shocker had already left the streets of New Orleans behind, relocating to California to chase new opportunities. Corey Miller, later known as C Murder, had enlisted in the military, leaving...
What? I ain't know that. I ain't know C Murder went to the military. What branch he went to? Probably the Army. He looked like a nigga that probably go to the Army. For sure. That's crazy though. Cause it's like he turned that whole military soldier swag, like, so he gotta be the one who gave P that. You know what I'm saying? Like no limit soldier type joint. That's what's up though.
And Kevin,
boy, if all else fails, boy, hey, you go to the military, boy. If you ain't got nothing else to do, you gonna ship out. You know what I'm saying? Your mom and your dad and them, they gonna fight. Go to the Army. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't doing that nowadays though. Nah, can't. Nah.
And as the only brother still in their hometown, despite the separation, the brothers remained close, their bond unbroken by distance. Kevin had plans to reunite with his siblings in California, leaving the Callio Projects behind for good. It was a move he'd been considering for some time. Encouraged by Master P, who had already begun building the foundation of what would become his music empire, but Kevin's departure was tragically delayed.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk, because Kevin was like P's other brain. You know what I'm saying?
According to a witness, just one day before Kevin's hit, Master P called him from California, begging him to make the trip west as soon as possible. It was a plea from an older brother who sensed the danger of the streets Kevin was still navigating.
Before he left, Kevin had called. P was asking Kevin, come on out here, man. He was begging him to come out here.
Master P's concern for Kevin was rooted in love, but the conversation would sadly become one of the last they ever had.
I see my brother Kevin. Like, how could I get through that?
Details about Kevin Miller's farewell service are limited, but it's known that his passing profoundly impacted his family and community. In an interview with Mo B. Dick, a producer associated with No Limit Records, recounted the day of Kevin's farewell service, describing it as a particularly challenging time for Master P and those close to him.
When Kevin passed, you know what I'm saying, that had been the last time I had seen P, you know what I'm saying, was at his ROMEO with a little kid, little baby. He couldn't have been no more than 1.5, 2 years old, whatever. Yeah. And when we was at looking at Kevin in his casket, P had his son, you know, ROMEO on his hip, you know. He was, you know, P was like numb. I could see the numbness in him, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I could see the pain because him and Kevin, bro.
I ain't gonna cap, man. You lose somebody that close to you, man. I can imagine how that numbness just kick in. Like, Master P probably still ain't grieved his brother, bro. It be like that, man. Like, when you, don't get me wrong, I never lost a brother or nothing like that, but I can just imagine, like, the emptiness, bro. Straight up. Like, the numbness, like, it's like you want to cry, but then you can't cry, because it almost don't even feel real. You feel me?
Until you saw one, you saw the other.
For his brother Percy, better known as Master P, the loss was a devastating turning point. In the wake of Kevin's death, Master P's grief became a driving force in his life.
I couldn't believe that my brother would... Everything stopped, man. My world was crushed. It just ripped something out my heart, man.
Reflecting on tragedy, Master P had said, when my brother got hit, I had to change my life. I had to do something different to get my family out of the ghetto. Kevin's passing ignited a
Facts, bro. All the jits, all the young kings, listen to this, man. This what I be saying when I be reacting to things like this. Like, this the first one that I done heard somebody say, okay, my brother died. I ain't trying to slide. You feel me? Now, if I catch him, I catch him, but I ain't looking for him. I ain't trying to hunt him. I ain't trying to do none of that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shine. You feel me? I'm not going to let my brother or my granny or nobody close to me, I'm not going to let them die in vain. You feel me? They name going to forever live on through me. You did what I'm saying? I bet Kevin is up there, like, still to this day probably smiling because he see what his brother built from nothing. You feel me? But y'all youngins, y'all out here, somebody, and I dig it to a certain extent. Okay, you want that get back. You know what I'm saying? You hurt. But I promise you the best revenge you can get on anybody, bro, is to be successful, is to grow, is to shine, bro. I'm talking about shine like the sun, gang. You feel me? That's like the ultimate revenge. For anybody who done ever done you wrong, anybody who done did anything to you, bro, you gotta make them pay for that by shining. Don't get me wrong. Tupac said it best, bro. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting, you feel me? But the best revenge is to basically flip the script and be what they thought you weren't gonna be. I bet a lot of people thought P was gonna slide. They were waiting on P to slide, cause they wanted P too. They wanted C Murder, they wanted Silk too. But instead, he built the empire, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dope.
Relentless determination in Master P to break free of the cycle of poverty and the street life that had surrounded them in the Callio projects.
It was, but we just started out, and then I think we was doing some good stuff, and then I think when that happened, to be crazy, that was the turning point of our career. Because remember, we did I Miss My Homie.
Yeah.
And that was one of our biggest songs ever.
This profound loss also steeped into Master P's music, where he memorialized his brother and expressed his anguish in the...
I ain't gonna count when that song came out, bro. They had me thinking I had lost my brother. You know what I mean? When My home is passed away, bro. I was feeling that, bro. I'm like, bro, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy because, like, P was one of the first ones to come out and just give us that type of music. Like, you know, we had Pac, Biggie. You know, Pac was a good storyteller. You feel what I'm saying? Biggie did his thing on the mic. But when P came out, bro, like, P was actually speaking for the ghetto, bro. You dig? Even though I was young, had never lost no homies or nothing like that, but it was like timeless music, bro. You feel me? Cause just think about that, man. Like, it was crazy. Like, we ain't never heard nothing like that. We ain't never heard nobody talk about somebody who's deceased, bro, and they rapping about it. Shout out to P for that, man. P is really a pioneer for real, man. They need to give my dog his flowers for sure.
Song When They Gone. From his 1995 album, 99 Ways to Die, he delivered the raw pain of loss.
He used to be a friend of me, said he never died, but now he's 6 feet deep with a tombstone. Oh my God, my brother's gone, and I don't even think I can go on.
Said he never died, but now he's 6 feet deep.
Raw and
with a
uncut.
tombstone. Oh my God, my brother's gone, and I don't even effing think I can go on. These lyrics captured not only the heartbreak, but also the emotional weight that Kevin's passing placed on his family. Silk the Shocker, another of Kevin's brothers, shared chilling details about the murder. I think it was a friend that he didn't really totally like. They took him for a ride. The guy he didn't like sat in the back seat, and basically, they shot him in the back of the head like 4 times.
Grimy. How you shoot somebody in the back of the head 4 times? Like, why? Like, one ain't enough, bro? Like, man, but that's New Orleans for you, bro. Grimy, bro. That's a grimy city, bro. I mean, it's beautiful, you know, Mardi Gras. You go down there, you do your thing, but New Orleans is grimy, dog. For real. You know what I'm saying? It's almost worse than Chicago. Probably worse than Chicago. Y'all get in the comment. New Orleans, check in.
Kevin's passing not only shaped the personal lives of the Miller family, but also became a catalyst for their professional successes. Master P, fueled by grief and a desire to honor his brother's memory, transformed his pain into a platform for change by creating the group No Limit.
The way he passed away, it made us say like, wow, okay, it's 4 of us, and now it's only 3 of us. And the hood, the streets did that, you know what I'm saying? And so it made us like, wow, this could really happen to us. So we didn't want to lose another brother. So we just kind of like, you know, we bared down and was like, let's get out of here once and for all.
The tragedy prompted an immediate police investigation, which quickly honed in on 2 primary suspects, Kenneth Williams, who was a teen, and 21-year-old Melvin Radcliffe. Both men were acquaintances of Kevin and were with him on the day of the incident. The case took a dramatic turn when Melvin Radcliffe, overcome with fear and guilt, decided to come forward.
P had that boy scared of hell. I wonder how much money P had put on his head. That boy like, hey man, I gotta go tell somebody this shit, man. Master P, they trying to kill me. That's all it was. Fear and guilt. Like, just being guilty is crazy, bro. But when you scared and you feeling guilty, oh yeah, you finna tell it all. You just finna go and spill your guts. You don't even need the $5 meal deal. You don't need no cigarette. You don't need none of that. Because you already scared and you guilty for what you did. That's crazy.
That Williams might implicate him, or worse. Radcliffe approached law enforcement and provided details about the crime. His cooperation led to the recovery of Kevin's body and the arrest of both suspects. The legal proceedings that followed resulted in both men being charged for their roles in Kevin's hit. Kenneth Williams, identified as the shooter, faced the harsher penalties, while Radcliffe received a lesser sentence for his role as an accessory. Both men were ultimately sent to prison.
Didn't really do much time. The other one got like maybe 8 years, but got out, you know, early. So, you know, it's sad to watch, you know, but, you know, everybody got to get their judgment. So, you know, we'll play that, you know, play like that.
For Silk the Shocker, Kevin Miller's passing remained a deep personal tragedy that shaped his life and perspective. Over the years, Silk has shared details about the aftermath of the hit, offering insight into the fates of the 2 men.
Dang, he was 17. That's crazy.
responsible. According to Silk, both perpetrators served prison time for their roles in Kevin's passing. He revealed that one of them since passed away, while the other has turned his life around and is reportedly out doing good for himself.
I think it was a friend that he didn't really totally like, and I think just being young, don't know any better. I think he just looked at it like, oh, okay, well, he don't like me, but we all good. Ain't nobody he didn't think he gonna lose his life, but they took him for a ride. The guy he didn't like sat in the back seat, and basically they shot him in the back of the head like 4 times.
When asked how he would react if he were to encounter the surviving perpetrator today, Silk's response reflected a sense of maturity and personal growth. It wouldn't be any animosity, he explained, suggesting that time and age have softened some of the anger.
I think one of them may have passed away. I guess karma, maybe. I don't know. The other one, I think it's really funny. I think he's out, but he's doing something good with his life. So I let God handle that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I let that up to God.
That was up, my boy.
Why they did it or whatever. I don't really hold remorse, but one of them lost his life. The other one is a really outspoken person who's trying to change people's lives. So, I'll leave it alone.
However, when asked about how his older brothers, Master P and C Murder, might handle such a situation, Silk admitted it likely wouldn't be as peaceful.
You think that PNC Murder?
I don't think so either, gang.
That's a good question. Probably not so much.
Despite the passage of decades, Kevin's memories remains a powerful force in Silk's life. In late 2015, Silk took to social media to honor his brother in a heartfelt Facebook post, writing, "R.I.P. to my brother Kevin Miller. Although it's been a while since we lost you, it never goes away, even when you try to forget for a few. I guess at the end of the day, you was my inspiration to do better. I have to admit, even though I witnessed and seen demise, I always thought they would come back. Didn't quite understand. But when losing you, I swore talking to Mom, like when Kevin come back, found out later it wasn't no coming back. Made a decision to do it for you. Thanks, bro. Love you. And will always miss you." Silk the Shocker isn't the only member of the Miller family keeping Kevin's memory alive. Over the years, his brothers have also taken to social media to honor him, offering glimpses into the lasting impact of Kevin's life and tragic passing. In 2024, Corey Miller, known as C Murder, posted a heartfelt tribute on Instagram in honor of Kevin's birthday. His message reflected both the deep love and enduring pain that Kevin's absence has left behind. "Happy birthday to my big brother Kevin Miller. Rest in paradise. I love you and miss you. You are the truest I ever met. These are the realest words I ever spoke. We miss you out here. I'm going to see you when I get there. Rest in peace, Kevin Miller."
I'm done spending an obscene amount of money on fake editors. Done.
I'm getting back on track with Factor. Fresh, never frozen meals with Garrett Bishop. This saves us so much time.
Yeah, that's dope right there, man. I ain't gonna kill.
And when Yellow Boy got killed, man, it messed the city up.
Y'all want me to react to when Yellow Boy got killed? I might do that. I don't even know who Yellow Boy is. Y'all let me know. You feel me? Anyway, man, shout out to Master P, Kevin Miller, Silk the Shocker, man, Free C Murder. Like I said at the beginning of the video, like I never really, you know what I mean? I've heard like things about Kevin Miller, you know what I mean, from listening to Master P's records, and I think Master P may have mentioned him in a couple of documentaries, but man, that's wild, bro. Like the way he lost his life, crazy, bro. But the thing about it, man, them guys took trials and made triumphs, man. You know what I'm saying? Them guys saw them hurdles and they jumped right over them, man. And that's what you gotta do, man. You gotta learn how to take lemons and make lemonade, man. You gotta meet adversity head on. Even something like that, man. I feel like when it comes to death, we don't like to talk about it, and some people feel like it's the worst thing that they could possibly go through as a human, and that's losing somebody that you love dearly. Because you gotta think, man, I'm pretty sure all of us done lost somebody. Like when you lose somebody, bro, the fact that you're never gonna see them again, bro, that's the hardest pill in the world to swallow, bro. You feel me? It's worse than somebody going to jail, bro. At least you can call them, talk to them, go see them. Like when you lose somebody, dog, no matter how you lose them, it don't matter. You feel me? Like I do feel like maybe senseless gun violence is a lot worse on your heart because a lot of anger may come with that, other than like if somebody, you know what I'm saying, have a car accident or pass away from an illness. If somebody actually take your loved one out or unalive your loved one, I'm pretty sure the anger in you can eat you up, bro. But you know what I mean? Losing somebody's losing somebody, and it's very hard. But shout out to Master P, man. I think he did very well. Very well with that, man. Y'all heard Silk the Shocker. He said, man, he believed if his brother would never pass, it probably wouldn't even be no limit. You feel me? But that's crazy, man. Anyway, gang, let me know how y'all feel about this one, man, in the comment section down below, man. Anything else y'all want me to react to? I like doing these little reactions right here on this channel right here, so y'all tap in with me, man. Send them to King_7 or King Down Reacts on the ground. I love y'all, man. 1,300 by the day. 2K, we on the way, man. Road to 10K. The 100K plat will be ours by my B-Day. We claiming it. We gonna get it. We gonna work hard. You feel me? New Year's, probably tomorrow when this video come out. Probably tomorrow. New Year's gonna be tomorrow, man. Y'all make sure y'all get your vision boards ready, man. However you gonna do it, write your goals down, man. And the thing about writing down goals, right? You write it down because you basically, it's like a contract with yourself. You write it down and you look at it every day, or you write it down every day and you saying to yourself, I gotta do this. You feel me? Yo. But hey, y'all tapping on all my other YouTube channels across the YouTube platform, man. I got a vlogging channel with my lady. Y'all tap in with us. My lady got her own vlogging channel, man, and she just got monetized, man. Shout out to y'all for all y'all who rock out with her over there, man. Shout out to her. Hard work really does pay off. You dig what I'm saying? And we live in proof, man. We monetized 3 channels this year, and next year we gonna have 100K plaques on every last one of them. You dig? And y'all gonna get us stuff. Y'all and God. You feel me? But yeah, and make sure you tap in on my main reaction channel, King Done Reacts, man. Y'all know how we get down over there. I love y'all. They call me Done. Mark life or no life, Mark well no way. OT on the movement, man, cause we getting it straight at the mud, man. Hey, we gonna see y'all on the next one, man. Let's get it. Gang.